YouTube, welcome to a monthly pickup video for October 2014. Hopefully you guys had an amazing month. I know I'm a couple of days late, but I do want to say happy Halloween. Hopefully you guys had a fun-filled Halloween and you didn't eat too much candy. I actually have Halloween, the original Halloween, the first one playing in the background, trying to get in that Halloween spooky, scary spirit. But without further ado, let me share with you guys the games that I picked up in October. I guess I'll start off with the Halloween themed games, being as though it is appropriate for this month. The first one is Alien Isolation. I got this on the Xbox One. This is the Nostromo edition, which comes with a few extra goodies. I don't even think I've redeemed them yet. But before I give you my impressions on this game, let me give you a little backstory here. I saw the original Alien movie when I was 6 years old, 1986. And the reason for that is because my parents, being the awesome parents that they are, I don't want to call them selfish because I love my parents, but you know, when we were younger, my brother and myself, my parents were like, hey, we want to go do this and we don't have a babysitter, you know, so you're gonna come along with us. And back then, I don't think that people really questioned little kids going into R-rated movies or movies like that. So I went and saw Aliens 2 in the movie theaters in like 1987 or 1988. I was 7 or 8 years old. My brother, of course, might have been like 14 or something like that, but I was just way too young to see an Aliens movie. And those movies, both those movies, scared the mess out of me. The last time I saw the original Alien movie was, I want to say maybe 6 years ago. And of course, being as though I am older, I wasn't as scared as what I was when I was younger. But the movie is amazing. It's still amazing. It still holds up and it's intense. And the same thing can be said about Isolation. I haven't completed the game yet. I'm about maybe 5 or 6 hours into it, but I really like what I'm playing of it so far. It kind of takes a what if look at the events that happened in Alien 1. And it's pretty awesome. Every time I play the game, you know, I could just feel myself tensing up because the atmosphere is so amazing in the game. It's super creepy. Of course, you have a xenomorph, you guys probably already know this, like following you every step of the way. You have to hide, you know, and be kind of stealthy. It's dark. There's a few jump scares in there. I mean, it's great to have a game like this again, you know. I love the survival horror genre when it comes to video games. As far as horror movies go, I don't really like them too much, but I will play the mess out of a survival horror game, and I'm digging this one so far. I don't know when I'm going to complete it. It seems to be a rather long game, but so far I'm enjoying every minute of it. I also picked up The Evil Within for the Xbox One. It comes with the cool lenticular slip cover. You guys probably can't see that, but oh well. Unfortunately, I haven't spent a lot of time with The Evil Within, but I did get an opportunity to stream a couple of chapters on Twitch. And little sidebar conversation here, if you guys are interested in watching me play some games randomly, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. I'm starting to stream a little bit more, having fun with it. Of course, I get jerks in there every now and again, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being able to just play and chill out and talk to some of you guys out there, so it's been fun. But The Evil Within, it's put out by the same dude that put out the Resident Evil 4, which is like a masterpiece for survival horror. And I don't even kind of want to say that because to me, someone that enjoys the survival horror genre, I don't necessarily want to call Resident Evil 4 survival horror because there is a whole lot of action in that game. It's an amazing game. I almost want to call it a survival action game. I think that's a little bit more fitting, but you can definitely see some of the similarities with Resident Evil 4 and The Evil Within. So far, I've noticed that The Evil Within isn't as polished as RE4, but it's pretty cool. There's definitely some creepy stuff going on. I like where the story's going so far. The enemies are pretty cool, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. A lot of stealth is involved in this game. I noticed that, you know, you got to be stealthy in order to take down some of the enemies. You just can't fight them up front or else you're going to die. And it's a lot of trial and error things as well, which doesn't really bother me. It might bother some of you guys out there. But yeah, trial and error is big in this game. So I'm enjoying it. I think it's an awesome game to play during this time of year. So I got rid of my Skylanders collection yesterday. Not all of them. I still do have a handful of unopened, rare, and exclusive Skylanders that I'm going to get rid of on eBay. But I sold everything else off. Next up is definitely going to be the Disney Infinity stuff. It's just time for that stuff to go. Gotta be honest, I'm gonna make room for amiibos. I mean, those things look pretty cool. But I sold my Skylanders collection off to a mother of three for $110, which was a steal. I mean, honestly, you guys know those figures are expensive. She got almost 40 figures, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, last night, after I met up with her, I picked up Lords of the Fallen for the Xbox One. Lots of Xbox One love going on this month. I haven't played this yet. I mean, obviously, it's still sealed. I picked it up last night, but I'm interested in it. I really am. It looks pretty cool. It's an RPG that is supposed to have a lot of similarities to the Dark Souls games, the Demon Souls / Dark Souls game, which I love the idea behind, but I feel like I just can't get into them, and I want to so bad, but they are just so punishing. So everything that I've heard about this game so far seems to point to the fact that it's a lot more accessible than the Dark Souls games, and this might be a good stepping stone for me just so I get used to the mechanics, because apparently the controls are very similar to the Dark Souls controls. So I'm looking forward to playing this and checking it out. Maybe I'll stream some of it now or then, so you should check that out. Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox One exclusive, matter of fact. It's day one edition, which is great. Never mind, I don't think it's all that great. It just comes with a couple of guns, that's it, and a melee weapon. But I've really been looking forward to this game. It's one of my most anticipated games of the year, and it's honestly one of the only Xbox One exclusives that I really care about that's coming out this year. This came out on Tuesday, and I've been playing it ever since. This is another game that I've actually streamed quite a bit, and I've been having fun doing it. This is basically an open world action game, and it's hilarious. I love the humor in the game. The game makes fun of itself. It makes fun of video games in general. It's just so meta. It's hilarious. It's put out by Insomniac Games, the same people that did the Spyro series, Ratchet and Clank series, Resistance Fall of Man, you know. Awesome. And you can see the similarities from those games in all of these. It's pretty dope. I really enjoy it. The game's all about, you know, traversing the environment by bouncing off of rooftops and grinding on railings or electrical wires and trying to build up your style meter so you can take down the bad guys in the game, which are basically called OD. The story is just so silly, but it's so much fun. I'm enjoying every minute that I'm playing of it. This is like my type of game. I love open world sandbox games, and this is a great one. I'm really digging it. And last but not least, I'm going to share with you guys the Nintendo games that I picked up. For the Nintendo Wii U, I picked up Bayonetta 2. And hopefully those of you guys out there that have a Wii U, hopefully you pick this game up as well. It's pretty badass. First off, I do want to thank Nintendo. Not that they're watching, but I do want to thank Nintendo for saving this series. If it wasn't for Nintendo, we would not see another Bayonetta game, and that's just ridiculous. I really did enjoy Bayonetta. Played it on the Xbox 360, had a blast with it. This game is just so off the wall. It's crazy. I love the controls. The gameplay just, it seems to all, even if you don't know what you're doing, you can still mash on buttons and things look like, the action looks amazing. It's gorgeous. I'm not that far into the game. I'm about somewhere around chapter 3 or 4, and it's really testing me because I'm trying to evade enemies so I can get into what they call in the game, I think it's called witch time, which it kind of slows down the gameplay, and you could kind of take advantage of that. So I'm trying to learn how to evade a little bit better, but I'm having a blast with it. The boss fights that I've seen so far have been ludicrous. It's a great action game that doesn't really take itself seriously. I mean, you play as a damn witch. You know, you're playing as a witch, and she's a badass witch, but she's a witch, okay? And she has guns on her high heels. Crazy, right? Couple of 3DS titles I'm going to share with you guys. First up is Pokemon Art Academy. I don't consider myself an artist, and I definitely don't consider myself a Pokemon addict, but I do enjoy drawing every now and again. You know, I can throw some shapes together and make it look like a little something something, and I have played a few Pokemon games and completed a few, so, you know, this was something that, you know, I kind of wanted to try out. And it's cool. Now, I've played the Art Academy game that's exclusive to the Wii U eShop. I messed around with that a little bit, did a couple of drawings on there, shared it on Miiverse, and had fun with it, you know? But this one definitely holds your hand a little bit more, actually a lot more. The Wii U eShop game kind of just gives you a blank canvas. You know, you got your options of what you want to do, and you could just draw whatever. But this one, you're drawing Pokemon, as the name says, you know, Pokemon Art Academy. All you're doing is really drawing Pokemon, which is okay. You know, like I said, it holds your hand a lot, especially in the beginning, but it's fun. It kind of teaches you more or less the fundamentals of drawing, which I think is great. I don't know, maybe I'll become a seasoned Pokemon artist by the time I've put enough hours into this game. Who knows? But it's fun so far. Big release for October for the 3DS was definitely Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS. That's the title. What a long title. I feel like they could have come up with a better title than that, but I won't complain because I feel like Nintendo pulled it off with this one. I was a little skeptical. I didn't know what to think. You know, I love portable games, but to be honest, most of the fighting games that I've played on portable systems haven't been that much fun. I mean, there's Dead or Alive Dimensions. That was pretty cool. But that might also be, I might think that because I'm not really big into the fighting genre, you know, but I always enjoy a good Smash game, and that's because I feel like this series can be as hardcore as you want it to be, or it can be as casual as you want it to be. And when it comes to Smash, I lie somewhere in the middle, and I'm really enjoying this game. I think the controls work rather well. I will say my only complaint is sometimes when you're in a 4-player match, you know, online, regardless, it's kind of hard to keep track of your character, especially if you're playing, there's another character that's the same character as you are. But last week I learned that you can kind of tap on the touchscreen your character and it'll put like a yellow box around it. So that's pretty cool. Problem solved there. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Lots of fun. Definitely great stages, great music, enjoying every minute of it. Really looking forward to Smash for the Wii U. November 21st can't get here fast enough. Really looking forward to that. Also, before I stop talking about this game, one of my complaints with this game is that you cannot press the home button and go into Miiverse and post stuff. That really bothers me. I enjoy posting on Miiverse. I might be the only one, but whenever I'm playing a Nintendo game and I'm, you know, hooked onto Wi-Fi, I will always post on Miiverse. Unfortunately, you can't do that in this version. Hopefully you can do it in the Wii U version, but no dice for this one. The last game that I'm going to share with you guys, of course, is another 3DS title, and it's the game that I officially am obsessed with. I am obsessed with this game. It's Fantasy Life, and it is amazing. It's put out by Level 5, the same people that put out the Professor Layton games. They put out Dragon Quest IX, and it's a little similar to Dragon Quest IX. It's an RPG, but I want to say it's more or less of a Western RPG because you're doing a lot of fetch quests. This game is basically based around fetch quest, which I don't have a problem with because I like exploring the world. It's such a beautiful, lush world, lots of colors, beautiful looking game. The music is all right, but I am just having a blast. The thing about Fantasy Life though is that there are, I think there's 13 or maybe 12 different lives that you can live out in this world. So you can be like a paladin, which was the first life that I chose. It's basically a sword fighter. You can be a mercenary. You can be an what do you call it? A wizard. You can be an angler, which is basically a fisherman. You could be a tailor, a blacksmith, alchemist. I mean, all different types of stuff, all different types of lives that you could live in this game, and it's pretty badass. And each life has its own set of challenges, so you level up that way. It's just so much fun. The game is cute. I mean, this just came out last week and I've already put like 20 hours into it, and I don't even know how that's possible. I've been playing it as much as I possibly can. 20 hours into a game that just came out last week is crazy for me. But I can't speak highly enough about this game. It is awesome. One of my favorite Nintendo 3DS games, and it just came out. Ridiculous. Really good stuff. So those are all of the games that I picked up in October. Please guys, let me know in the comment box below what games you guys picked up in October, what games you guys are currently playing. Let me know what you think about any of the games that I share with you guys in this video. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.